This is basically about changes which we are going to have in the next generation networks. This is basically layout of this. I will not put much emphasis on this. This is basically, if you see, the voice calls rates are reduced by many percentage in many countries. This is basically a slide showing that voice call rates are reduced. This is the trend which is very old in 2001, that people are now going to data services instead of voice services. This is again a slide which shows that internet is growing very fast and mobile users are also growing very fast. So if you see the change in developing and developed countries, in developing countries still mobile usage is faster, but in developed countries internet usage is very high. And in the next coming days, data will dominate as compared to your voice communication. This is basically a revenue showing slide where non-voice average revenue per user and voice average revenue per user. If you see, voice average revenue per user is decreasing as compared to non-voice average revenue per users. This is basically internet trends which are these days. I'm not going into this. This is basically a telecom market dynamics. If you see, past monopoly was in the first, it was basically a carrier-oriented telephony. Now your current monolith is basically carrier control plus control layer, some other layers are there. Finally, we are future, this integration is into a IP layer type of thing. We will be having IP application and IP transport. So everything will be IP based communication. So this is the convergence of the next generation networks, where we want to have a PSTN mobile and IP based networks all converged together into one platform. This is these network. This is PSTN mobile packet switch network is still there, also there. This is what ahead we are looking for. We are basically looking for telephony and multimedia. All these applications, many other applications to combine and to be offered on a single channel. Like currently we have for different services we have different type of networks are there. Like in the first slide there are 3 types of services are taken. So we will be having IP application and IP transport. So everything will be IP based communication. So this is the convergence of the next generation networks, where we want to have a PSTN mobile and IP based networks all converged together into one platform. This is these network. This is PSTN mobile packet switch network is still there, also there. This is what ahead we are looking for. We are basically looking for telephony and multimedia. All these applications, many other applications to combine and to be offered on a single channel. Like currently we have for different services we have different type of networks are there. Like in the first slide there are 3 types of services are taken. So different type of networks are there, but finally we said all networks converge into one channel. That will be a IP based networks. This is merging of voice and data. This is different. If you see here, different type of switching and different type of infrastructure is mentioned here. I will leave this. So what is basically a next generation network? A next generation network is the foundation for the creation of a new range of multimedia applications that take advantage of the characteristics of broadband network and always on capability. This is a very important thing, that it should be always on. So this is again a network where all kinds of information are transported uniformly using packet based transport and switching multimedia. This is a definition of NGN. This is a definition by ITU. ITU said that a packet based network able to provide telecommunication services and able to make use of multiple broadband QoS enabled transport technologies, and in which services related functions are independent from underlying transport related technologies. This is again ETSA definition. There are various definitions which are given to NGN. Okay, I will leave this slide also. This is also discusses about revenue. Now, what are the, if NGN comes into services in picture, what are the various services which will be offered by NGN, like voice telephony, We have call waiting, call forwarding, all these are there. Voice portal, it provide callers with anywhere, anytime access to information like news, weather, stock quotes, account balances, everything will be online. Data services, bandwidth on demand, connection reliability, then multimedia services, they will be there. You can have virtual private networks, public network computing, unified messaging, this can be information brokering, e-commerce, call center services, interactive gaming, distributed virtual reality, home manager, all these PUN, push to talk over AI. So we can have number of services which are not these days available with a single network, will be available with a single network when next generation network will be coming to picture. So this is basically a diagram showing all the services converging together and going to a IP based network. So you can see internet, telephone network, mobile radio network, they are all converged, they will form a single IP based network. What are the advantages? There are various advantages, like it offers a range of friends or traditional circuit based network. Like IP based networks are more suitable for supporting rapidly growing mobile data and multimedia applications. IP based networks bring globally successful internet service creation and offering paradigm into wireless networks. IP based networks can integrate seamlessly into internet. IP based radio access systems are becoming important components of public wireless networks. Recently I was in Delhi. There was a exhibition by NK Electronics Communication. They have demonstrated a IP based exchange. Like if you install exchange in a institute, it is entirely IP based. When you enter the institute, it will operate as your mobile, your receiver will operate as a handset. When you go out of exchange, it will operate as a GSM phone SIM. So basically it's an integration of all the mobile and simply a phone also. So like you can have voice, audio, high speed data, low speed data, video, television, other all converged together into next generation networks on a single integrated infrastructure. That's a big advantage we have in our next generation networks. This is traditional telephony. We dial a number, we have only one number with us, but if we have a NGN network, then we have a universal numbers with us. That will be a universal throughout our world. So this is IP phone. Then there will be network repositories. We can store your data. You can the data. The architecture of this type of IP based network is given here. Like we have a radio access, then there is a core network, then there is a control network. Over that there is a application type layer is there. So these are basically 4 layers of this: access layer, core layer, control layer, and service layer. So if you see the previous slide, your circuit switch domain and packet switch domain both will merge together. They will form a information servers. They will be stored on information servers from where you can retrieve the data, you can store the data. Anything you want to do with your IP based phones, you can do with this. The advantage of this architecture is that it is scalable, reliable, openness, and quality of service is there. Although I am not putting quality of service here, but people are still working in this area to have same quality of service as in voice networks. This is an open research issue in NGN, that how to have a same quality of service as in a voice based circuit switch networks. These are various NGN components. These are again different layers shown, and different backbones and different structures are shown in this slide. How to evolve from this current scenario to our NGN scenario? There are key requirements for this. Like this is our existing TDM network where we have a TDM switch, we call it, and the call is transferred by TDM switch. So 3 scenarios are there, like deployment of equipment compatible to future NGN solutions, deployment of NGN islands in the access network, deployment of overlay NGN access networks. So there are 3 type of solutions which are provided by companies, that you can have an NGN network by 3 ways. So these are 3 scenarios which are there. I will leave this. This is the first, that this is a TDM switch which is upgraded to have a combined soft switch as well as TDM switch. So this is the IP network which is common over this. Now I've taken a few slides, like this is a 2.5G architecture which is in mobile communication. This is only for a voice communication. If you want to have a IP type of structure over this, then just overlay this an IP structure, it will serve the both services. So for voice as well as IP. This is 2.5G network. Similarly, this is CDMA 2000 network. This is only for voice. If you want to have a data type network, then this is a different router is there, different configuration. You have to upgrade your base station with software. You have to upgrade with hardware also. This is EVDO, one EVDO. This is IP data only. This is data and voice both. This is again a 3G standard. There are different protocols which are required for going from one layer to another layer. This is again, various people are working, developing various protocols for different layers. Okay. There are migration strategies like Euroscom and BSNL. I have taken two, Euroscom and BSNL. Euroscom said that if you want to have an IP-based network, PSTN should be supplemented with IP-based different network. They will combine together, upgrade your software, upgrade your hardware. So it requires both software and hardware upgradation. So your existing network will also be used and your new network will be also be used. Now this is the BSNL plan. They are going to add 6.4 million class 4 transit capacity through IP tags by 2008-2009. So they will have IP backbone at circle, zonal and national level by 2008 and 2009. What are the key techno-economic drivers for NGN is that first is that your investment production should be there. If you are going for IP based networks, your cost, capital and operational cost should be covered. Carrier grade reliability should be there. Scalability should be there. Improved product selection, speed of innovation and introduction of services. So these are the 6 factors which are there to have IP based networks in any organization or in by any mobile company. I will leave this. These are the challenges. This is my aim that we should look at the challenges which are the research issues basically for the people who are working in communication. What are the challenges which are there in NGN if you want to take up this as a study of your any other further topic for ME or PhD. Then one is the security threats, quality of service, inter-NGN, technical features, network management complexity, timing and synchronization. Like security threats, one is the easy access connectivity including application continuity, expose carrier networks to security threats. So this is one of the major drawback of IP network, that security threats are there. Requirement is that we should have a network security to track and anticipate emerging threats, secure the content and identity information, operators to comply with global as well as regional specific regulations. This is very important. If you don't follow these regulations, then security threats are there. Then paradigm shift from reactive to proactive approach. Solutions are there, but still this is open area. Anybody who is interested, they can take up and try to solve what are the various issues when you go from one layer to second layer or third layer and so on. And quality of service, standard solutions on quality of service to support the delivery of new services over the network not available. How to ensure end-to-end quality of service with multiple carrier networks. Like this is one of the major issues. Like quality of service of IP-based network is not as same as a circuit switch network. There are various parameters which are defined how to measure quality of service of IP-based networks, but people are still defining in the phase of defining that how to measure quality of service of IP-based network. Then this is inter. I have put question mark here. Like interconnection, interoperability, interworking. All these are interrelated things. So when you are going for IP-based networks, you are globally having one domain, then regionally, then country-wise. How this interoperability will be possible? This is again a problem. So integration of IP and client supporting different flavors of the same protocol. This is a big issue. People are still looking for solutions. Requirement is defining the same inter-domain standards and protocols. And technical features like emergency calls, numbering, lawful intercept, line powering, all these are problems which can be taken up as a problem for your further study. The network management complexity is there. Network operators target the all-in-one service provider role. Then timing and synchronization is again a problem because it's a packet-based network. So asynchronous packet-based network result in difficulties in timing and synchronization. So this is again a major problem. Possible solutions are there. You can also suggest your own solution here. The ultimate requirement of the next generation network is to handle packetized voice and data in a converged manner. Next generation networks are not just a PSTN replacement. By at a minimum, they must provide the equivalent voice quality and reliability of the today's PSTN. So quality of service, reliability, these are the major issues which are there in next generation networks. The next generation network will be foundation for the creation of a new range of multimedia applications that take full advantage of characteristics of the broadband network and the always on capability. Again, it's a major issue. It should be always on. If I am hooking to our internet, then it should be on. If I have an internet protocol type of phone, if I log on to internet and its broken pipe is there, it's no use of IP based networks. The users that are most ready to embrace the new opportunity will be the first to be migrated to a new NGN model. This will then be a commercial migration with emphasis being placed on the new regional opportunities. So whenever this will come into picture, it will have more revenues as compared to your existing PSTN based or existing mobile networks. Whenever IP networks, the next generation networks come into picture, it will have more revenues as compared to existing networks. The creation of the NGN is no overnight transformation, but it is an evolution that is already underway and gathering pace.